Hello from Tennessee. So I've had this Dartmouth going on about 12 days, and I thought I'd give some additional thoughts. Be right back. So this is my first experience with Christopher Ward, and I think it's a brand that's pretty well known in the enthusiast community. And I personally think my experience thus far is that it's a watch that punches well above its weight. I was lucky enough to pick this one up secondhand at Toppers. I got an excellent deal on it, probably a good 30% off what they sell for on the website. I did not have to worry about customs tax, which I believe on this watch probably pushing an extra $100 if you buy from the site. They do have a good model where you can generally find 10% off or a $125 coupon, and especially if you subscribe to the Loop magazine here too as well. I've got a stack of those piling up, but just a great value proposition and a fun brand, and I personally think kind of unique too as well. I think there's some arguments on whether or not it's a micro brand, but I think some would say that it's kind of transcended the micro brand realm. It may be more of a boutique type brand too as well. But from my perspective right now, I kind of consider them a micro, and I think they're super unique. I think the only complaint I potentially have on this watch is that, like I mentioned, I think before, that it is not a screw down crown. It is 150 meter water resist. Other than that, I really have no complaints. The light catcher case, you can see that, is absolutely unique, and I really enjoy that. It's pretty thin and very comfortable. This is really not a formal review. These are just some initial thoughts. I didn't do the spec. I didn't grab my specs on it. I'm just really kind of just rambling on about my thoughts. But it is super comfortable on wrist. My wrist is a 7 1/4, and I think it's just it's a good size. It's super comfortable. Probably one of the best features of this watch is the adjustable clasp here. I've got it. You can see that right there. It's simply, you get a tab right here. Push it with your fingernail, and it goes all the way out, and then it simply just goes back in. And it is great. It's my first experience with an adjustable clasp like that, on the fly adjust. And I tell you, it's going to be difficult to buy future watches that don't have it. It is just absolutely fantastic. And kudos to them for doing that. Like I had mentioned in another vid too, I really enjoy the vintage design. And I like the simplicity of this one. I've been leaning towards no dates. If I have a date, I prefer it at the 6 o'clock. But I generally know what date it is. And like I said, this is in my rotation for work currently. I'm really enjoying that. It's comfortable all day, and certainly that adjust on the fly makes it even wearable, regarding conditions and wrist swell and all that. So I would highly recommend checking one of these out. I'm telling you, they are constantly coming out with stuff. They just had a new release of a new dive watch. I'm trying to remember the name, C something. I wanted to say C Rambler. I think I misquoted it the other day. But it's a good looking watch. That one is, and they did put the Ward at the 12, the logo at the 12 too as well, which I know is a point of contention. And I've definitely considered picking up another. However, I have this self-imposed rule about micro brands, and then I only want to have one, and I'm really shooting for brand diversity in my collection, with the exception of Casio. Casio, I've got, I don't know, 10 Casios probably at least, counting the G-Shocks I have. And I also just have 2 Seikos. I've got my SKX007 and my Monster. But other than that, I don't really have repeats on brands. And I think there is such a depth out there of brands to experience and try. I kind of have a collection strategy right now of not only going after micro brands, which I posted up in another video. That's my current strategy, but also brand diversity and trying to possibly find, maybe the best watch that I like at a price I can afford for each brand. And I don't know, it's, I think strategies for collecting are fluid, but I'm also starting to realize that I could be a bit of a hoarder too as well. So that could shift too. But like I said, just a fantastic watch. Very much enjoying it. Good build quality overall. And again, highly recommend. And if you don't subscribe to that Loop magazine, I would definitely do that. Get on their mailing list, and you'll get the 125 coupons pretty consistently too as well. So that's it. Like I said, enjoying this Dartmouth. Hope you all get a chance to check one out sometime. And as always, stay positive, make friends, and enjoy the journey. Take care.